In this lecture, we will dive into the networking aspects of RabbitMQ, specifically focusing on the TCP IP protocol, which RabbitMQ uses to communicate over the network. We will also provide a brief introduction to the OSI model and the TCP IP model and explain which layer RabbitMQ operates on. Before we dive into RabbitMQ's use of TCP IP, it's essential to understand the concept of networking layers. Networks are built on protocols, and these protocols are organized into layers. The two most commonly referenced models are the Open Systems Interconnection Model, or the OSI model. This is a conceptual framework used to describe how data is transmitted in a network. It has 7 layers, and each is with its own specific function. Application layer is where end-user applications like email, web browsers interact with the network. Presentation layer is used for data format translation, encryption, and compression. Session layer manages sessions or connections between applications. Transport layer manages end-to-end communication and error correction, for example TCP or UDP layer. Network layer handles routing and addressing, for example the IP address. Data link layer ensures error-free transfer over a physical link, for example Ethernet. And finally, the physical layer deals with the physical transmission of data over media, for example cables or radio waves. Next we come to the TCP IP model, a simplified version which has 4 layers. Application layer corresponds to the application, presentation, and session layers in OSI. Transport layer corresponds to the transport layer in OSI, for example TCP and UDP. Internet layer corresponds to the network layer in OSI, for example IP. And finally, the link layer corresponds to the data link and physical layers in OSI. The TCP IP model is the most widely used networking model and serves as the foundation for the internet and modern networking protocols. Now, the question is, which layer does RabbitMQ use? Well, RabbitMQ, like many other messaging systems, is built on top of the TCP IP protocol stack. It uses TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, for communication, which operates at the transport layer of both the OSI and TCP IP models. RabbitMQ uses TCP for reliable connection-oriented communication. TCP ensures that messages are delivered in order, without loss, and with error detection and correction. RabbitMQ's core communication uses TCP sockets to establish connections between producers, brokers, and consumers. So, TCP is chosen because of its reliability. TCP is connection-oriented, meaning it guarantees that messages are delivered without errors and in the correct order. This is crucial for a messaging system like RabbitMQ, where the integrity of message delivery must be ensured. Another reason for choosing TCP is flow control and congestion control. TCP helps manage data flow, ensuring that messages do not overwhelm the network, and also for error handling. TCP includes mechanisms for error detection, retransmission, and acknowledgement, which helps RabbitMQ maintain reliability in its communication. Now, there are some who ask, why not UDP, or what about UDP? Well, the UDP, which stands for User Datagram Protocol, in contrast, is a connectionless protocol that does not guarantee the delivery of messages. It does not handle errors or ordering. RabbitMQ does not use UDP because message delivery reliability is essential in a message broker system. RabbitMQ's messaging patterns like queuing, routing, and delivery guarantees require the use of a protocol like TCP, which guarantees data integrity.